Well, today on Gallery Watch, I am joined by a very, very, very special guest. And guys, let me tell you something. I wrote everything that I wanted to say about her down so that I do not mistake nothing. But today, before I introduce this wonderful guest that we have in studio today, we will be talking about breaking even in the entertainment scene. Now, this lady is a self-made entertainment journalist that has made her dreams come true one step at a time and grown her presence in the media space, both on TV and online, with stride and grace. Joining me in studio today, I have the honors of hosting none other than Kalondu Musibi. Welcome to studio.
What an amazing introduction. I'm so honored. I mean, was that me?
Yes, that
all
was
that?
Me. I had to give my all.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm so honored.
How are you doing? How are you doing? You look good.
Thank you so much. You look amazing as well.
I'm telling you. Just on this show, we've just realized we know so much, or is it very little about each other?
Well, we know averagely about each other.
We found out new things about ourselves that we have in common.
Yes.
But let's just start this conversation as we go all the way up, as I get to know you. So my first question would be, how did this journey start for you?
The entertainment journey,
yes.
Right? So it's been crazy, like 5 years now.
5 years?
Yes, I'd say it started way back, even before the 5 years, because you know, you have to want something so bad that you have to go for it, right? So before I actually got into school to study, I actually studied for it.
You did?
Yeah, before I got into school to study journalism, I had to, you know, I had the passion. I didn't do any journalism in high school or anything. I was just doing the normal drama, music thing and everything. So after school, my grandfather was actually the one who suggested, you know what, you've been doing so great on, you know, these public speaking things and everything. You can try journalism.
Yeah,
so when I got into it, I was actually looking to either be a behind the scene person or be like a news anchor for hard news.
And we'll get right to that. But while I was sitting down and actually gathering information about Kalondu, because I really did not want to miss my words while I was having this conversation with you, is I know that you really like to write. So why journalism? Why not an author? A writer, a poet, a publicist. Why entertainment journalism? Or you know, at large, just like a hardcore journalist, like you decided, you know, or you have talked about?
Yeah, well, of course, as I just previously told you, I got into school, wanted to be like a hard news journalist, like a news anchor for hard news. And then later on, after school, I got an internship as a radio presenter, so I went with it. And then later I got a job at a leading media house as an entertainment journalist, and that's when I got introduced into the entertainment world. I loved it, and I was like, why was I dreaming of this hard news, my politics and everything? And this is exactly what I was looking for. Well, I think the fact that I was introduced to entertainment, I fell in love with, you know, celebrity interviews, music, everything. And then I'm like, probably someday I'll write my own book. But for now, let me just enjoy the moment. Yeah.
All right. So I'm saying this with the utmost respect, because you are one person that I actually look up to when I'm actually doing my stuff.
Yeah.
And in Kalondu, you are one of the most sought after entertainment journalists. Your catalog of celebrities is wide and it's rich. We are talking about Bahati. You hosted the Mr. Seed album launch. We're talking about Morgan Heritage. We're talking about Diamond Platnumz. We're talking about Mbosso. We're talking about Rayvanny. We're talking about, I cannot count them. My question would be, being a young lady in the industry, how do you feel to accomplish so much in the 5 years that you've actually been in this industry?
Wow, you're gonna make me cry. Well, it's overwhelming because first of all, the people that look up to me, as you've just said, actually feel as though I have done it.
You've done it. Right.
But then I feel like I need to push more. I need to do more. I need to be in the levels of the Bonang Matebas, the Larry Madowas, the who is who in the entertainment industry. And I feel like I'm not yet there. So for me, I feel very honored to be able to influence people, as many or little as they are, and influence you as well and other people. I feel honored, overwhelmed, and I just feel normal and feel like I need to push more and do better.
By the way, quite an excellent job you did at the Mr. Seed album launch. How was that for you?
It was amazing. It's a story in itself.
It's a story in itself.
I don't know what Mr. Seed would want.
Oh my God, YouTube was going crazy. I heard you have a boyfriend of 6 years.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Let me
crazy.
tell you, it's crazy because the fact that I got the job, I don't know whether Mr. Seed would want me to say this, but I wasn't actually the MC of the night. The MC was supposed to be a popular comedian who actually never made it. So Mr. Seed hit me up and he's like, you know what, Kalondu, this guy is not coming, please. Do this for me. And then we signed contracts, we did everything with his manager before he came in, and we got into it. And just before we got into, the event, I was with a friend of mine who actually works with another media house, and there's this guy who interviewed us, and we were like, yeah, we are dating. We were just joking. We were actually
I remember,
just
but
joking.
it's trending. And probably Twitter, Instagram.
For real?
YouTube.
On YouTube. And it was quite crazy because the guy is actually in a serious relationship. Stucky drama.
Right?
No.
You are everywhere. Actually, before I wrote this question, I actually thought that you started in Y254 where I actually started. But now my question would be like, you have decided to use social media as the what's the word, as the point of contact for your people. Let's say for your target audience. Really celebrity news on Mpasho Live, Kiss 100. Was there a reason for that?
Well, the reason was just all of a sudden falling in love with entertainment because...
And you've said that time.
Yes, and I started as a radio presenter, by the way, when I was in internship and training. I
actually thought you started as a TV
presenter. And then I came into writing for newspaper. I write for a newspaper, a segment called Wadis. It's an entertainment. And then I write for digital for several websites. And then later is when a friend of mine called Ken Relbis hit me up and he was like, you know what, can we host this show together? It's a musical show. And I was like, you know what, I am in love with music. Let's do this. And
what type of music do you actually like?
I like different kinds of music from different places. I like, if it's
reggae?
If it's reggae, I like Bob Marley. That was so coincidental. If it's reggae, I like Bob Marley.
I love Bob Marley as well. Etana is coming very soon. We have to go.
Etana, I love.
You cannot say no. Morgan Heritage. No, you have to say Morgan Heritage.
Morgan Heritage.
Richie Spice, who you actually interviewed.
Richie Spice and Romain Virgo. And Christopher Martin. Oh, that was an amazing interview. And then in Kenya, it's Nadia Mukami for me. In Tanzania, we have Rayvanny Mbosso is one of my favorites.
And Nandi, who you've actually also interviewed.
Oh, Nandi as well. Well, I've interviewed Diamond several times, but I'm not really a fan. But yeah, oh my goodness, yes, please. I hope the next interview you'll see me say you're one of my favorites.
You're one of my favorites.
But from WCB, it's Rayvanny and Mbosso for me. Yeah.
So there's this huge misconception with regards to journalists being on mainstream media. With you having managed to stay away from that aspect of media, apart from now Y254, and focus on social media, what do you think the impact of social media has been on your personal brand to create a long-lasting impression to people that watch you? Because me, I know you from those internet streets more than I know you from Y254.
Yeah, you know, I would say that the social media has actually shaped me, because you know it is quite vast, and social media is like what we are living, we are currently, what it's a representation of the society, what we are living, what is on social media is mostly how people are living outside there. So it's actually shaped me on what to post, what not to post, what to say, what not to say. And you know, also people that have been close to me have gotten into trouble because of what they have put on social media. So for me, it has shaped me in terms of, you know, learning from, you know, myself, and learning from other people, and everything about what they do on social media. So it's a learning process, and you know, we are living in the era of social media, and so hatuwezi escape.
Right. Yeah. And there was an interview we were actually doing, and I think these are the words, and let me not say them word for word because I don't remember how you said them word for word. I think somebody asked you, the interviewer asked you about social media, and I think your response was, it was about career and social media. Right now, shelf life for media is way down here, and you were talking about people pivoting, you know, moving your idea, toa kichwa yako hapa kwa media, move on to the social media space. This is exactly what you were saying, right? Tell us a little bit about that. Do you think that now people who are looking for employment, because you are actually talking about so many journalists, you know, there are so many journalists that leave school and they don't have jobs, looking for jobs right here and right, left, and center, and they have focused their mind. They either want to do camera work in the studio, they want to be a news presenter, like you said, in studio, while now the internet is so diverse. You know? Tell us a little bit, what do you think, you know, people should actually do in that aspect?
Kwanza, first of all, YouTube is a whole thing. It's a university by itself. Is a company that actually pays you for them to give them content, for them to give people content, to see your work and stuff like that. Millions of people are actually earning a lot from, you know, YouTube, and I've learned that YouTube is the thing. If you're going to a certain place looking to be a cameraman, as you said, and there are no slots in, why don't you just do your own tutorial on how to become an amazing cameraman or something, share, and people will watch. Once you're at 1,000 subs, you start getting paid. So
that's true.
You can actually earn through social media, through,
and even much
YouTube,
more.
And much more. I have friends that are on, you know, YouTube, the likes of presenter Ali Eve Mungai. They're earning thousands.
He just hit 100,000.
Yes, and you know, they're thriving on YouTube.
They're thriving. And you know, presenter Ali was also your co-host.
He was there before me, and then
your co-host.
And then we came in. But still, we are friends. We are very, very good friends, and he's doing his thing, and you've seen he's thriving.
He's thriving.
Anafanya mambo poa.
Yes, anafanya tu maneno poa, maneno safi. You know, like it was so interesting that yeye ndo alipata interview ya kwanza na yule Mayua. Wajua Sunday Mayua yule wa don't give up about it, baby. Oh God, that was. He does very good interviews, and tena kwa Kiswahili. He's very, you know, very amazing. Even apart from, you know, that on YouTube, personally, he's an amazing human being. He's an amazing human being. Let's move on swiftly. Now, what has been your best experience working or having to have met some of the biggest names in the industry?
It's amazing.
Give us like one of those experiences. You're like, I was with Elaine, and then by the way, you have actually interviewed Elaine.
Yes,
I was with Elaine, and she told me this and this and that. You know, let me give you one experience.
Yeah.
Of you was when you were interviewing Betty Chalo, and she was just like, girl, just keep on doing it.
Yeah.
And knock on doors. And I thought that was really,
Yeah.
it was really good advice.
Yeah. And I'm about to knock here and take your job. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's both an amazing thing and also has its own challenges. Let's talk about the amazingness of, you know, the job that I do. You meet the who is who in the entertainment industry. And for me,
give us an example.
Wizkid. For me, Wizkid, because I have a little bit of a crush, TMI. That is too much information. And also he was an amazing human being. You know, when you meet your crushes, like snobbing you and stuff. But then, you know, you don't tell him, hey, Wizkid, you're my crush. No, I just... the icing of the cake is when I asked him a question and he was like, you're beautiful. I was like, and it was a press conference. Anyway, you know, also meeting, you know, the people that I've grown up listening to, from the likes of Mbilia Bell, Kanda Bongoman, such legendary people. That was amazing. They such people, together with Rose Mohando as well, they remind me of growing up.
And you listen to these songs.
Yes, when you listen to these songs. And sometimes you're like, you know what, is this a person I was listening to when I was like 2 years, 3 years old? And it's unbelievable.
You have told the viewers your age.
Oh my goodness.
You were 2 when Rosmundo was singing, but
no. That was Mohando one. I was 2 when maybe Mbilia Bell was singing Nairobi or something. I don't know. I don't know when the song came out, but still. Yeah, well, I've interviewed some of the best names in the industry, and I would say humbly that I'm proud of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just ask you this one last question because we are running out of time, but this is such an amazing conversation. I couldn't help but notice while I was doing a little bit of research about you, and I did the research. Kalondi. I did the research. So I noticed that you attended a Google event. Women Will Africa.
Yes.
With the placard, I am pretty and in business. Do you mind telling us about the business that you actually do? Are you a diva in business? Are you a lady in business?
I'm a lady in the entertainment business. So most of the time, as you've said, you saw me emceeing. So I do a lot of us emceeing. I do a lot of, you know, what do you call it? Just advising when it comes to people releasing albums or projects or whatever, and I get paid for it. So
really?
Let me just say I'm a lady in the entertainment business. So whatever it is that entails entertainment business, I have, let's say I'm growing when it comes to the music business. What it is to know about the music business,
So that means Boomplay is on your radar, Spotify is on your radar. Wait, let me just give you like a small secret. Willie Paul is actually releasing his album. You might know that.
I know that.
If you don't invite me to that listening party,
my goodness gracious. Willie Paul is a hard one, but still, if there will be like a launch, like an official launch, I will let you know, my darling. I will definitely let you know.
So what's one last thing that you could actually tell our viewers about, you know, chasing your dreams, being a girl in business, being a lady in entertainment, all those things?
Well, I'll literally just say something that I've said for a very long time is no one owes you anything. Not your mother, not your father, not your sister, not your boyfriend. You have to go.
Boyfriend,
not your girlfriend as well. You have to, you know, go and you have to go for it. You need to work hard for it. Tamasha, let me tell you, when you want a certain thing, like a car, you know, you have to write it down. First of all, you want a car. This is the type of car. It's a Mercedes G-Wagon that I want. Black or white or whatever. Think it, believe it, work hard, because you'll think it and believe it and just look at the TV and you're like, yes, I'm waiting for the Mercedes to come. You have to actually work for it and you know, believe it's gonna come for you and meet it at the center.
All right. Thank you so much, Kalundu, for
Asante
joining us.
sana.
It was such an eye-opening conversation. She is a diva in business. She is in the music, or is it rather the entertainment business, and that's what she had to tell you. She has said so many things, so many interesting things, so many inspiring things, inspiring even me, who was her host today. Guys, we are going on a break, but we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.